Welcome to Sound Awesome Films. I am Rob. We'll set the tone for Kick-Ass 2 because this is the easiest way I know how to do this. So you know what you're in for with this movie. There is a character called the Motherfucker. Shazam, just like that. You know what kind of movie you're in for. If for some reason you thought this was a Marvel movie about superheroes like Captain America and stuff, now you know not to take your children to it, because that would be the dumbest thing any parent could do. Though, I'm sure someone out there is taking like 5-year-olds to see Kick-Ass. But yeah, Kick-Ass 2, there you go. That is what this movie is. If you've seen Kick-Ass 1, you know what to expect. If you've seen any trailers, you should know what to expect. But Kick-Ass 2 is an ultra-violent, colourful film, yes. Feel-good movie. I'll explain that later, because I sure as hell think this is the feel-good movie of the year. And just a swear-filled, curse word, riddled movie. There you go. That's what Kick-Ass 2 is. So if you've seen the first movie, you know at the end of Kick-Ass, Kick-Ass killed a man who happened to have a son called Chris D'Amico, who was Red Mist in the first film, and is now on the way to becoming the Motherfucker, and just wants revenge on Kick-Ass, because the Motherfucker is incredibly rich, because his family was in the mob. Now they're dead because of Kick-Ass. Well, at least his dad is dead because of Kick-Ass. So now he's using all his money to become a supervillain, the world's first supervillain. While on the other side of the world, on the scale. Yeah, let's go with scale. That's kind of fixes my mistake there. Kick-Ass, the world's first superhero, has hung up his tights or wetsuit and gone, you know what, I'm done. I don't need to be Kick-Ass anymore, because other people have been inspired by me and are becoming superheroes of their own. Average Joes are taking it upon themselves to become superheroes and have formed together a group called Justice Forever, which I think is a pretty badass name for a group of superheroes made by Average Joes. And of course, Hit Girl is still knocking around. Her dad died in the first one, so now she's been adopted by Marcus, her dad's friend. And of course, she's at school, but she doesn't go to school. She keeps being Hit Girl because that's all she knows how to do, is be Hit Girl. And Marcus finds out, after she trains Kick-Ass to be more Kick-Ass, he finds out about this and goes, stop it. Cut this shit out, little girl. You're a little girl, you got in school, you're gonna act like a girl. You were trained by a crazy man who happened to be your father to be an assassin. That's not what you should be. Your childhood was stolen from you. Let's get you back on track. So she promises that she's not going to be Hit Girl anymore. So Kick-Ass, who has now been trained by Hit Girl, joins up with other people, where he meets like Insect Man and Night Bitch, who replaces Katie from the first film. Night Bitch kind of takes over her role from the comic books. And Dr. Gravity, Donald Faison from Scrubs, plays Dr. Gravity. He brings the feel-good at the end of this movie. There's this, just at the end, the smile moment at the very end of this movie. There you go. Donald Faison, feel-good movie of the year, thanks to him. And of course, you can't go without mentioning Colonel Stars and Stripes and Eisenhower, Jim Carrey, and a dog. Jim Carrey is almost unrecognizable in this role. You can tell he has a lot of fun just beating people up and playing this crazy ex-mob character who's a born-again Christian and now just beats people up with a baseball bat. It's odd to see him in this role. Sure, it's a bit sad, from like a marketing point or whatever, that he wants nothing to do with this movie promotion-wise because of like the violence and stuff in it, which is a shame because he does probably the standout role in this movie is Jim Carrey. Besides Christopher Mintz-Plasse's Motherfucker, McLovin's Motherfucker, let's just face it, his name is McLovin now. This is the Motherfucker's movie, but on the side is Jim Carrey stealing scenes. So, Jim Carrey, damn good job in this movie. Besides that, yes, like I said, the Motherfucker's role is probably this is his movie, where he goes around recruiting extra supervillains because he's rich. He thinks, money can buy anything, so he buys all these supervillains. None of which are important except for Mother Russia, where they have a scene in this movie where Motherfucker goes to someone's house. If you've read the comics, you know what happens in that house. They don't go that dark. I won't say what it is, because that'll be stupid. You can Google it up. They don't go as dark as in the comic book. They kind of played off for laughs, which is kind of good, I guess, because if you hated the motherfucker, like, if they did that, you would just hate the motherfucker and probably enjoy the movie a bit less. So it's good that they kind of went a bit silly with what happens. But during that, the Mother Russia just beats down like 10 cops in their cop cars. And it's probably I think it's the highlight of the movie. Well, as terrible as it is to kill cops, because, you know, the whole message of the movie is help people, be a hero, average Joes can do it. And it's terrible to see these cops get killed. Action scene wise, with my reviewing powers, I'm going to say that is probably the most memorable action scene in this movie. Compared to Kick-Ass 1, which had several memorable action scenes with Big Daddy and Hit Girl fighting in the hallway and stuff. This one doesn't really have that. There's nothing really memorable about the action in this movie, besides this one scene, maybe because of how shocking it is, or how ridiculous this is. Because the film lacks, what the first one had, was just ridiculousness. Where the first one had like jetpacks and stuff, this one kind of takes it back and tries to keep it a bit, while stupid and silly, it keeps it slightly little more in the world of reality, sort of, as much as a movie about a child assassin and stuff can be. But yeah, so Motherfucker and Kick-Ass, of course, you know, have their final battle at the end, which isn't that epic, unfortunately. I was kind of like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Nah, it doesn't reach the heights of the first film, which is a shame. But it's colorful, ultra violent. It's a very funny movie, fantastic acting, good action. I'll say good action. Not as good as the first film, but still good. A lot of swearing. If you liked Kick-Ass, you should like this one. Probably not as much, because it's not. I'll say it is not as good as the first movie. But saying that, I still enjoyed it. I'll do a double score here, just so you know what we're dealing with. Kick-Ass 1, I liked a lot. I would give that a 5 out of 5. There you go. Now you know what kind of person I am. Kick-Ass 2, I would give a 3.5 out of 5. There you go. There's my sequel not as good. This isn't Empire Strikes Back. So Kick-Ass 1 was just fantastic. Kick-Ass 2 kind of retreads the same ground. The story is not as solid. It's a bit sloppy compared to the pretty much, I would say, a very solid film of the first one, where the story knew what it was doing and was paced really well. Second one, not so much, but still highly enjoyable, and I liked it a lot. So there you go. If you like Kick-Ass in any way, shape and form, if you want to see ultra violence, feel good movie of the year. As I said, the message is, you know, anyone can be a hero, and the ending with Dr. Gravity's smile, that just sums it up right there. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you see it, maybe you have nothing to do with this movie. Maybe you're like, fuck this movie, I don't want to see that. Jim Carrey doesn't approve of it, I'm out. If you're that kind of person you are, that's fine. If you want to go see it, go see it. Feel good movie of the year. It's an R18 film full of violence and a little girl killing people. Feel good movie of the year. That's what I can say.